Well, if your talk does not need a graphic,
Yeah,
you just
yeah, Mr. President.
go ahead and
Uh, Very short lang po itong briefing ko, Mr. President. Before I proceed, nung mag-start po, before po mag-roll out ang special assistance payout, naggawa po tayo ng joint memorandum circular that stipulates the responsibilities, accountabilities ng ating pong mga LGU, at the same time, yung duties po ng mga other agencies. And this was signed by the Secretary of National Defense, the officer in charge of the Department of Interior and Local Governments, and yours truly. So ito po ang guidelines na to. It shows the implementation. At the same time, the check and balance for the local government units during the implementation. So next slide, please. So ito po, Mr. President, ito po yung target individuals based on NEDA projection, which is 22.9 million. And the DBM allocated 22.9 billion for the targeted individuals. Next slide, please. Ang start po ng rollout is on April 6. Ibig sabihin po nito, lahat po ng mga LGUs under the NCR Plus areas ay simultaneously conducted the rollout at as of April 11, based na rin po ito sa data ng ating DILG, ang actual beneficiaries paid is 1,757,281. Amount disbursed is 1,757,281,000. So 8%, Mr. President po, ang amount disbursed. Makikita po natin dito, talagang meron pong slow start ng rollout, pero as experience last year na talagang start po talaga mabagal, pero after 4 to 5 days doon na po nag-start yung mabilisang pag-distribute ng special assistance. Next slide. So other than the special assistance, ito naman po yung mga status of the DSWD regular programs. Next slide. So meron po tayo yung assistance to individuals in crisis situation. Tuloy-tuloy po ito. Not only in the NCR Plus, but nationwide. Ito yung mga victims, also ng mga sunog, other calamities. Ang number of clients po na naserbisyuhan sa NCR Plus is 7,351 with amount disbursed of 47.2 million pesos, Mr. President. Next slide. Sa family food packs naman po, ang ginagawa po natin dito ay we provide augmentation sa ating mga local government units requesting for additional family food packs. Sa NCR Plus, 26,363 family food packs that were already augmented and given to the local government units for their constituents in the amount of 14.4 million pesos. Next slide, please. Status of standby funds and stockpile. Ang standby funds po natin, kasama po yung nandito sa central office, we have an amount of 526.9 million intended for the NCR Plus areas, at the same time in other regions. Dito rin po natin kinukuha yung quick response fund, and kaya po kung sakaling pumutok po yung Taal, which is showing signs of eruption, ay dito rin po natin kukunin yung budget to assist yung mga affected individuals and families. with regard to the family food packs, in the NCR Plus area, we have stockpiles of 99,317 and the amount of 54.4 million. Ito pong family food packs natin, tuloy-tuloy po ang repacking natin dito. Ang guidance ko po sa ating warehouses na pag mayroong mga LGU na nanghihingi, immediately we provide them with the family food packs. Ngayon lang po nagkaroon lang limitation sa repacking kasi po in-observe din po yung health protocols. In a normal situation, pwede po tayong mag-repack ng 50,000, but considering with the ECQ or NECQ right now, nalilimit lang po tayo sa 20,000 family food packs per day. Next slide. So Mr. President, dyan po nagtatapos ang aking presentation. As what the DILG, DND, and the DSWD are doing, talagang minomonitor po natin yung distribution. In fact, daily, nagbibigay po ng schedule ang ating mga LGU at meron po tayong mga representative coming from the DILG, PNP, AFP, DSWD, just to ensure, Mr. President, na talagang walang makitang irregularities or anomalies sa distribution ng special assistant, Mr. President. Salamat po.
Yung isa sa lang sana ang tanong ko sa iyo was the last time we talked, I asked you to establish the safeguards of the distribution of the itong tulong. There's a term for it. Yung bagong tulong na binibigay ng mga local government units. Have you made some whatever ma-check ninyo kung
Yes, Mr. President. Actually, meron pong ni-require ang ating DILG to set up the Joint Monitoring and Inspection Committee for every LGU. Composed po ito ng DILG, meron din pong PNP, DSWD, and even mga prosecutor. No? So, ang purpose po niyan, tinitignan nila kung paano yung pagbibigay ng ayuda ng ating mga LGU. Ang pinaka-importante po dito ay ni-require din po ng ating DILG na mag-set up ng grievance and appeals committee for every LGU and even sa level po ng barangay. So, ibig sabihin, kapag meron pong mga complainant, immediately pupunta po sila sa grievance and appeals desk or even help desk at doon nila sinasabi kanilang problema. May mga nakakarating po sa amin na if in case may mga complaint, yung dating naging arrangement po natin sa DILG ay in-inform natin ng DILG and ng DILG, they conduct the investigation and file appropriate case once na substantiated ang evidence do sa allegedly na local government officials or any officials of the LGU na nag-commit ng irregularities sa Mr. President.
that was really the whole thing that I was asking is how the DILG is putting up barriers against corruption. Nasagot mo naman, so thank you very much.
Let's rock.